Gwyneth Paltrow reveals sex life with Brad Pitt and Ben Affleck. In a recent bombshell interview, Hollywood star Gwyneth Paltrow reveals intimate details about her sex life with two exes, Brad Pitt and Ben Affleck.
Brad was like the sort of major chemistry, love of your life kind of at the time, you know?
Stay tuned to learn more about what the actress had to say. Here we begin. Actress Gwyneth Paltrow recently shared intimate details about her past relationships on the popular podcast Call Her Daddy. Paltrow discussed her romantic history with former flames Brad Pitt and Ben Affleck, including the much-anticipated question of which was better in bed. Host Alex Cooper asked Paltrow about her past relationships with Pitt, Affleck, and her ex-husband Chris Martin. When asked to choose between Pitt and Affleck, Paltrow gave a diplomatic answer, stating that it was a tough choice. She described Pitt as having major chemistry and being the love of your life kind of guy at the time, while Affleck was technically excellent. She said, "That is really hard. Brad was like the sort of major chemistry, love of your life kind of like at the time, you know?" She shared. And then Ben was technically excellent. Gwyneth Paltrow split more tea on her relationships with Brad Pitt and Ben Affleck. Paltrow says both exes are so talented, with Affleck being a great writer and director. However, when it comes to acting, Pitt is her favorite. Paltrow revealed that Pitt was more romantic than Affleck, but Affleck was the one who could make her laugh. Despite their split, Paltrow still holds Pitt in high regard, calling him a great guy and reflecting on how their timing just didn't work out. Looking back, Paltrow admitted that she had much growing to do before fully becoming her own at 40. She struggled with trusting her instincts, a common issue many people face. "I had a lot of development to do looking back in hindsight, but in many ways, I didn't fully start to come into myself until I was 40 years old," Paltrow said, "and I had such a pleasing issue. I didn't even understand how to listen to my instincts and act from that place." Paltrow and Pitt met on the set of Seven in 1994, got engaged in 1996, but ultimately ended things in 1997. Paltrow admitted that the breakup left her totally heartbroken. As if revealing the details of her past relationship with Brad Pitt and Ben Affleck wasn't enough, Gwyneth Paltrow was also willing to play a game of fuck, marry, kill with the two actors on Call Her Daddy. Paltrow didn't hesitate to marry her ex-husband Chris Martin because of their two children. She struggled when choosing the kill option, but ultimately picked Affleck, laughing and saying, "God bless him." It's a lighthearted moment in an otherwise candid conversation about love and relationships that shows Paltrow's fun-loving side. Dating history of Gwyneth Paltrow with Brad Pitt and Ben Affleck. Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow's love story may have ended over 2 decades ago, but their bond continues. The pair, who met on the set of their movie Seven in 1994, were once the quintessential 90s couple. Their relationship was highly publicized, with the media documenting every moment of their romance, from their matching outfits to romantic getaways in Paris. Despite their undeniable chemistry, the couple's engagement was short-lived. 6 months after popping the question in December 1996, they called it quits. Paltrow later revealed that she was only 22 years old and wasn't ready to make a lifelong commitment. Since then, both actors have moved on to other high-profile relationships. Paltrow famously consciously uncoupled from Coldplay singer Chris Martin before tying the knot with Brad Falchuk in 2018. Meanwhile, Pitt married Jennifer Aniston before starting a family with Angelina Jolie, whom he dated for 9 years before marrying in 2014 and ultimately splitting up in 2016. Pitt and Paltrow remain on good terms despite their respective marriages and relationships. In fact, they recently reunited for an interview while working on a Goop product called God's True Cashmere. During the sit-down, Paltrow jokingly referred to Falchuk as the Brad she was supposed to marry. Ben Affleck. Gwyneth Paltrow and Ben Affleck were young and in love when they met at a dinner hosted by Harvey Weinstein in 1997. They starred in 2 films together and dated on and off from 1997 to 2000. However, their relationship was not built to last, and they eventually went their separate ways. In a 2018 interview with Howard Stern, Paltrow shared that Affleck was a lesson for her, helping her work through childhood issues. Although they had different values and her parents weren't sold on the relationship, Paltrow still speaks fondly of Affleck, calling him super intelligent and really talented and so funny. Despite their breakup, Paltrow and Affleck remained friends. They both moved on to other high-profile relationships, and Paltrow famously consciously uncoupling from Coldplay's Chris Martin before marrying Brad Falchuk in 2018. Affleck went on to date Jennifer Lopez and marry Jennifer Garner, though their marriage ultimately ended in divorce. What do you think about her relationship with the two actors? Comment your views and subscribe for more.